Properties of materials. We use different things according to our requirement and also according to their properties. The properties of materials make them suitable for a particular use. A few properties of materials that would be important for their usage are discussed. However, two properties are common in all types of materials. They all occupy space and have mass. Appearance. Different kinds of materials such as wood, metal, plastic, glass, and pottery look different from each other. Even different metals such as iron, copper, aluminium, and gold appear different from each other, but at the same time, they have some similarities too.
Activity.
To observe the appearance of different materials, collect small pieces of different materials like paper, cardboard, wood, copper wire, aluminium foil, chalk. Do any of these appear shiny? Record your observations in the table given below. You may add more items to the list from your surroundings. Materials that have luster are usually metals. Iron, copper, aluminium, and gold are some examples of metals. Some metals often lose their shine and appear dull because of the action of air and moisture on them. We therefore notice the luster only on their freshly cut surface. Hardness. When you press different materials with your hands, some of them may be hard to compress, while others can be easily compressed. Materials which can be compressed or scratched or cut easily are soft. For example, cotton and sponge are soft materials. The materials which cannot be compressed or scratched or cut easily are hard. For example, wood, a piece of stone, metal key, iron rod are hard materials.
The diamond is the hardest substance.
Thus, diamond is used to cut a glass. Hard substances like metals and stones are used to make cutting tools. Soluble or insoluble. Water is usually used to check if different materials are soluble or not. If a substance dissolves or disappears completely in water, it is said to be soluble. And if it does not dissolve or disappears at all, it is said to be insoluble.
Activity.
Collect materials like salt, sugar, chalk, powder, sand, and sawdust. Take 5 beakers. Fill each one of them about 2/3 with water. Add a small amount of sugar in first beaker, salt to the second, and similarly add small amounts of other substances into the other beakers. Stir the contents of each of them. Observe what happens to the substances added to water. Note your observations. Water plays important role in the functioning of our body because it can dissolve large number of substances in it. Do liquids also dissolve in water? Let us find out. You will notice that some liquids get completely mixed with water, while some do not mix with water completely. And form a separate layer when kept aside for some time. Liquids which mix with each other are called miscible liquids, while liquids that do not mix with each other are called immiscible liquids. Some gases are soluble in water, whereas others are not. For example, gases such as oxygen and carbon dioxide, which are slightly soluble in water, are very important for the survival of plants and animals that live in water. Some gases such as nitrogen are, however, not soluble in water. Objects may float or sink in water. If you drop an iron nail in water, it will sink. But a piece of wood will float on water. If you weigh equal volumes of materials, then we can say that those materials which float in water are lighter in weight than those materials which sink in water. The mass per unit volume is known as density. A substance which is denser than water will sink in water. A substance which is less denser than water will float in water. Transparency. Have you ever noticed one thing? You can see through a glass, but can't through a wooden or a metal plate. Do you know the reason why this happens? This happens because light can pass through a glass, but can't pass through a wood or a metal. This depends upon the nature of the objects, whether they allow light to pass through them or not. Depending upon such property, the objects are categorized into the following.
An object which allows most of the light to pass through it is known as transparent object. Examples are clear water, thin polythene sheet, etc. An object which allows a little amount of light to pass through it is called translucent object. Examples are frosted glass used in bathroom windows. An object which does not allow light to pass through it is called opaque object. Examples are metal, wood, notebooks, wall, etc.
Activity.
To differentiate between transparent, translucent, and opaque materials, look towards a lighted electric bulb through a sheet of paper. Can you see the bulb? Now spread a few drops of oil on the paper and look through the portion of paper on which there is oil. What do you observe? Can you see the glow of the bulb now? Can you see the bulb clearly, or can you see only its glow? Is the oiled sheet of paper opaque, transparent, or translucent? Is the palm of your hand opaque, transparent, or translucent? Find out by placing your hand on a glowing electric torch in a dark room. State. Mostly materials exist in three states. These are solid, liquid, and gas. Can you identify the difference between these three states? The main difference lies in the way they change their shape and volume. Solids generally do not easily change their shape or volume. Liquids change their shape but not volume. Gases easily change their shape and volume. When you fill a gas into the balloons, the gas takes the shape of the balloons. Its volume gets changed. It takes up less space in the balloons in comparison to outside the balloons. Arrangement of molecules in solids, liquids, and gases also differs a lot. Solids are made up of particles that are closely packed in a definite manner. In liquids, particles are loosely packed and free to move. That is why liquids flow. The particles that make up gases are far apart. They move about very quickly. Gas is the lightest state of materials.